yourself and answer this question. What have you been putting off? What have you been procrastinating onto? And do you know why? I've come up with 4 reasons why we procrastinate. Number 1, the first thing is whatever we've got to do is not a high value to us. And because it's not a high value to us, it goes down to the bottom of the list and we won't get to it. The second reason that we procrastinate and we don't get it done is because we don't see the benefit. In other words, if I have a gym as a goal, going 5 days a week or 3 days a week, whatever it is, and I'm not going, I have to then say, do I really see the benefit of it? And so then what I would suggest is create 10, 15, 20, 30 benefits of why going to the gym on your schedule will benefit your life. And when you've got a big enough benefit, you'll have some inspiration. The next thing is we don't see it possible. If you're sitting there and you're 25 pounds overweight and you're saying it's not possible for me to lose 25, well, that you have an unrealistic expectation and you're going to fail before you even start. But if you chunk it down and say, hey, I can lose a half a pound a week, now you've got a realistic expectation and now you can move forward. And the fourth reason why we procrastinate is because we want something, but we really don't feel worthy of it. And if we don't feel worthy of it, why would we set ourselves up to failure? We don't want to fail. No one wants to fail. So when we're putting things off, when we're procrastinating, it becomes really clear. It comes down to those 4 areas. It's not important to us because it's not a value. We don't see a benefit in it. We don't believe it's possible, or we don't feel we're worthy. I look at these things all the time in my life and I say, my gosh, I'm holding myself back. I'm the only one, but if I ask the right questions, I can put things into a framework, into a perspective that empowers me. And I like being empowered. Here's the key thing. You and I, we have brilliant minds, and we've only used maybe 2, 3, 4, 5% of that mind. What would happen if we expanded and used more? Could we become the creators we think we can be? I think so. But it's work, it's effort to do that. It means you have to be more aware and not fall into the common narrative of society today. Because you fall into the common narrative of society today, everyone's a victim. Everyone's looking for their savior, when all you've got to do is go within and start to discover that the true power of creating your life rests within you. And then you prove it and you test it over and over again. And once you do that, you believe in yourself. But rest assured, that's not the end, because the more you prove it, the bigger the challenge. Whenever there's a bigger unknown, we get skeptical, don't we? That's why we come back to the idea. Is this a high value thing for me? Is there a big enough of a benefit in it for me? Do I feel worthy of it? And is it really possible? Or do I have to chunk down the possibilities into bite-sized possibilities? I like to use that bite-size because it's always easier to take another bite as opposed to take another bite of a watermelon as opposed to put the full watermelon in your mouth at one time. You're destined to fail if you, well, I don't know if you're destined to fail if you put the whole watermelon in your mouth. You might just be one of those people with a double jointed jaw. I can't tell that. But I've given you a bunch to think about today. I'm grateful that you're listening. Spread the word, spread the message, create your life bigger, better than ever you can imagine. But imagine it first. Until next time, much love and aloha.